Hi, my name is Emily Erickson, and I'm head of employee training here at DMX Technologies. First of all, welcome to DMX Technologies. I'm sure that you'll love working here. You may have heard as you looked through the training materials that DMX has a unique decentralized organizational structure. We believe that each employee is highly trained professional who shouldn't be micromanaged. A lot of our training materials say this, but it's really important to understand what this means, as it's kind of key to our management philosophy and will be important to understand in being an employee here. So today I'd like to talk to you about exactly what this decentralized organizational structure means, why DMX chose this management strategy, and then how it will affect you as an employee working here. So first of all, it's important to understand kind of the functions of managers in general. So managers have a variety of responsibilities. First, they set objectives for the organization and make plans for achieving those. They organize resources to meet the objectives which they've set. They direct and motivate staff in day-to-day operations and in working towards the broader objectives. And then they coordinate activities along those lines between departments in the business. And then finally, they control and they measure the performance against preset targets in different areas pertaining to these goals. Now, the jobs of managers kind of depends on the level at which they function. Local managers at our different branches will have different responsibilities than managers at our corporate level. But these are kind of the main things or main functions that each manager is trying to achieve at the scale in which they're operating. Now, each manager adapts a different style kind of in doing this. You may have heard of the different leadership styles. There's like autocratic, where the person is very controlling and making decisions without consulting with their peers, which is fast, but oftentimes isn't the best strategy because there's valuable input. The opposite extreme would be democratic, where the leader is taking into consideration the opinions of everybody and really weighing them and comparing them. But sometimes that can be really slow and inefficient when making decisions. There's laissez-faire management or leadership styles where the manager is kind of letting the employee do what they need to do to reach the goal, but giving them a lot of leeway and freedom in doing so. We kind of focus on situational leadership styles with our managers. We believe that at each location, the needs to serve the clients best really depends on the situation and depends on the employees and the circumstance. And so we train our leaders to be adaptable and adapt to the circumstance. And we found that the best way to encourage this was through our organizational structure. So the two main ways of classifying organizational structures are largely centralized and decentralized organizational structures. So in a centralized organization, basically the decisions which get made for the company will be made by top-level executives and then trickle down with little say in the middle and lower-level managers. This is a really good strategy for ensuring uniformity within the business, especially across like broader places or if it's an international business. And then also sometimes it speeds up the process of communicating information through an organization, having central leaders make decisions. The other type of organizational structure is decentralized. And basically, decentralized organizational structure is where the mid and lower level managers have more freedom in making decisions and directing their business activities as they see fit. We are decentralized as DMX Technologies, but it's important to understand that even though we do give our mid and lower level managers a lot of leeway in directing their local operations, we do have central management as well. And so our central management focuses more on setting strategies and objectives for the business as a whole. We're growing rapidly. And because our business is located kind of in the Washington, D.C. area, a lot of the economic indicators, business cycle, a lot of the information is the same. And so we can set unified objectives as an organization, organization-wide, and have central managers kind of set those, and then let the mid and lower level focus more on the operations of each individual firm. So there are kind of three distinct benefits to having a decentralized structure, which is why DMX Technologies chose to have one. First, because our business is a consulting business, our relationships and the day-to-day activities of each of our firms largely depends on who we're working with and the projects which they're undertaking as a local firm on a day-to-day basis. And so allowing the firm to determine how to best do this based on their circumstances and based on who they're working with and their needs allows them to have that local control and to be as efficient as possible in carrying out their operations. The second benefit to having a decentralized organizational structure for our business is that it increases employee motivation. As opposed to having like somebody at the top dictating everything that goes on, employees, mid-level managers and lower-level managers have the flexibility to try different strategies out and to be more engaged in helping the business to meet its objectives, which gives them more satisfaction in their careers and more loyalty to the company. And I think that's something you'll really find and enjoy in working for DMX Technologies, is having more of this freedom to learn and to grow and to be engaged in your job. Finally, having this structure allows our top leaders to focus kind of on the more critical things like expanding DMX Technologies and as we go through this period of rapid growth and development. We're organized hierarchically. So again, we have our top level managers, but then we're kind of based on firm location. So we have like a manager who works with the consultants at that location to determine staff and assistants for the functions of that firm based on its size and its needs. We have a really wide span of control, so managers have a lot of employees that they control, but a low chain of command, so there aren't a lot of levels to go through when communicating. And so this allows for our organization to have really good communication. Employees can get with the top level executives and share their concerns and ideas, and that's something that we're really proud of at DMX Technologies. So once again, welcome to DMX. Please reach out to me if you have any further questions, but I hope this has taught you a little bit more about our organizational structure. Thank you.